twice. They got Chen twice. And then a couple of games they just ran like a Rubik Viper opener into Dark Willow. And the other game they got Bounty Hunter. So it's like I'm looking at all these series that they won. Like essentially their path to LAN is Rubik Viper and a broken support hero, IO Beastmaster, or like the one game they had Chen. And I don't think that these NA teams that know EG better are going to allow them to just get their comfort broken bullshit and then just walk to a victory.
And speaking of the broken bullshit, there goes Dark Willow. It seems they've banned out Viper as well from Fear, and we'll see. Do you ban out? Wait, first pick is in favor of DC. I mean, you have to pick either IO, Beastmaster, or ban it here, right? That's the thing, because DC has first pick, but oh, they ban out the Beastmaster. If you're EG, do you ban out the Wisp from Stan King, or do you think they'll leave it in?
I don't think so. I think they know Wisp pretty well. Yeah.
Right.
I like the Inch ban.
But if you don't pick IO yourself here, do you think EG takes you without the Beastmaster?
I think you could, but I don't really like the Wisp against Gyro. I think you just go AA here, +1. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Viper opener. That's EG's traditional. Oh, it is? Wow, I'm dumb. It's probably like they could go like DK, DP, something like that, but traditionally EG likes Viper. But as that's gone, you don't really want to Chen into Gyrocopter. I've seen them go Rubik Furion into first pick Gyro. They could Sand King perhaps.
That's banned too.
Yeah.
Oh, DK.
Yep, standard. Should have called that one, honestly, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you go the AA, you always feel safe getting the Dragon Knight, and just a really good combination of heroes against Gyro. You just kind of kill him.
Yeah, it seems they are, because they opened this way during that Madness qualifier as well. I think they opened this 2 games, this exact opening. They let the enemy team get Gyro, they just picked AA, DK, and here you are. So do you just want to see...
It's really hard for Gyro to play Dota into it.
They're going to take the Chen. Alright. Does...
I like the...
Aoi just plays it, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just a good choice here. You really... Chen is just a good hero against AA and DK because they don't have... in my eyes, Chen, as we saw yesterday, you know, can really just dumpster a game. Specifically the off lane for the first, like, 6 to 8 minutes of the game. Pretty much until AA is 6, right? Chen's just going to dominate him. So if you can get out to a big lead, get your Gyro ahead, hit this fast BKB timing, get an Aegis, like the Chen looks really strong. And I just think that hero is broken right now because you secure the off lane for your team as well.
Pretty much is guaranteed. Like you said, just send back a creep 3 times, and you go get a creep, and you just... He has level disadvantage, you just bully him. That was, what was it? It was a 3-minute tier 1 tower and like a 5-minute tier 2 tower they got bottom VGJ yesterday. That was definitely a rough one.
Oh yeah.
But
that was painful to watch even.
Yeah, it was. I remember we're like, man, this game might just be over, and then they slowed down. They ended up winning that game, but you know, even they talked about it after game. They're like, yeah, we definitely could have played that a lot better, and it's always good to hear. A team realizing during the game, they're like, uh-oh, we might have messed up. There's Lifestealer going down versus DK. Pretty good hero versus DK and AA.
It'll be interesting to see where DC goes with the rest of their draft. I think EG's next pick is going to be Bounty Hunter if it's left available. They could see them go Rubik with this AA as well, but they have a lot of options still.
There's the Pugna. The EG just loves to take. Why does...
Oh, there's a Coddle, actually. They might just Coddle into Chen. I've seen a lot of people doing that. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying, why does it feel like... I mean, you guys played it a little when you were on Cole, but it feels like only you and EG really played it a lot. Is there, like, a reason why the other teams don't play Pugna? No, Pugna.
Oh, Pugna. I don't know, man. It's a weird hero. Like, who's a Pugna player? You know what I mean? It's got to be this hero you actually enjoy and understand. And I think it's mostly when you have your offlaner want to play it.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a 3 than anything else because your item build like never really changes. I think if you want to be a solid 2 or 1, you need more versatility in the items you buy. Pugna is just like, all right, Aether Lens, maybe a Veil or a Force or an Ags, BKB.
No.
Spam your Q.
Oh, we wait for the pick. EG Bounty Hunter is left, Rubik's left. They ban out 2 offlanes, like you said, the Pugna and the Omni.
Coddle.
Doom.
Ooh, interesting. I like it.
There's a little different. Some different from EG for once. And DC now. You see an AA, you see a Doom. Do you think that Doom's going to be in the off lane, or is it too...
Oh, no, that's a
safe
4
to-
Doom,
It's a 4
for
Doom
sure.
for sure. Okay.
I like it actually because you make Chen really annoyed to play, and I think Doom is a great hero against Gyrocopter. Later on in the game, like a lot of people don't realize that Flak Cannon is purgeable. So if you Doom a Gyro, he just like has no flak and just kind of runs away and does nothing. And you have a lot of percent-based damage plus an AA is just a ton of burst magical damage, which is something Gyrocopter fears. But the main thing is like the Doom. Like you can just Doom the Gyro. It purges send back as well.
So even say the gyro flat cannons then BKBs. If you doom
Still
him, does
purged.
it take it off? Okay, just making sure. That's pretty good. So no DC, they have something to think about. You already have your Chen, your gyro. What do you take as like your lane support then for the other lane? Well, they answer that for me. Witch Doctor. I'm a fan of. You don't seem to be.
I don't like it at all.
They instant PL there.
I really don't like Witch Doctor when you're already playing against AA, so the heal's going to be negligible. It's not a real setup for Chen. Plus, you don't like do anything to Doom because Doom just like he hits you to interrupt your ultimate. Your Maledict is dealing with him just self-healing. Same with the DK to an extent. And I just feel like you want a better support hero.
Yeah. They do, like you said, yeah, they have the Chen Witch Doctor, but their verse is an AA, so who knows if that ulti, Voodoo Restoration. Really
I just feel like the hero doesn't do enough, you know? Like they could have played like a Rasta or something, like actually commit to some style. Witch Doctor is like one of those jack of all trades, master of none, but it's also kind of shitty at all those trades. It's like a blacksmith with one arm.
Be interesting. Doesn't feel like he's very good versus PL. And EG just definitely
No, not at all.
instantly picks that PL. So you have a PL, a DK. You have some. I feel you just have like maybe not the strongest killing lanes, but it's gonna be very tough to bring down anyone but AA in these like scenarios.
The last 2 times EG played against Chen, they picked PL, so it's definitely like their comfort pick against Chen. You have a really hard time dealing with him in the laning phase and throughout the game, and like that diffusal timing just kind of makes your life miserable.
DC, they're using all their reserve time here again, and it's looking like they need a carry and an off lane. Obviously, Gyro, I mean, he carries from middle and safe lane, but let's see. Avano.
Yuck. Good pick, though.
And what is that get? More than likely going to be a Veno versus a DK middle? Or do you think, if Veno goes middle, how well does PL deal with him? He doesn't do that well against Veno.
I think you crush him, to be honest. You have like 20 damage on him, and you can just charge through the slows, you know, and just get on top of him, hit him really hard. It's an interesting pick, but it's the issue where if it's all about like this damage timing, you know, like yesterday we saw it in the first game of like Complexity versus VGJ, where I was talking about how Complexity might run out of damage, then VGJ itemized a little improperly, and all of a sudden like their damage output was neutered. And in this game, you have like Gyro's like he uses his spells, all of his kit, right? Venom's gonna ult and spam, but if they don't do enough damage with just like their abilities, they kind of just lose. And I'm concerned for them because the DK is gonna probably buy a hood. The PL is gonna just be PL. He's not really gonna die.
Yeah.
Doom could buy like some sort of blade mail, like just drums and run in, you know, have like 1700 HP. And I'm concerned that their draft just won't do enough damage and won't be strong enough in lanes to snowball.
Because, like you said, Veno, he does one job correctly, but if you just itemize against it, can really make it tough. And just hero, like you said, DK, PL, they're not too worried about that Veno once they get their items. Underlord banned out, frontliners, so they just... Centaur, alright, you talking about him a little bit yesterday as an Underlord-ish hero. I mean, what's he gonna do in this matchup versus these kind of heroes? Does he just... I mean, he's their only initiation as well.
Yep, you're really good. I like it a lot against AA, to be honest. And I think it fits their draft style a lot, where you look at their heroes, right? They all want to be in. You know, Chen and his creeps, Witch Doctor, the cores, like they all just want to be in. And this gives them the ability to just sort of get on top of EG's lineup and immediately be able to target like the squishy heroes and fully commit to a target because they will kill whoever they go for first. But a really interesting bat pick. It's a great hero here, but it can have a lot of issues playing against Venomancer, especially
Yeah.
if he falls behind, because Veno just spams words and you really can't blink in, and then you're slowed and you're this bat with like no tranquils up and like 250 move speed and you just feel terrible.
Also, is that a that has to be a cosmetic thing, right? Or is IX Mike actually going to play the gyro and Ritsu's going to play? I'm sure it's just who knows, but no.
Yeah,
There you go.
they swap.
I was about to say that. I was like, "There's no." I don't even know. I brought it up. There is no way. That would have been interesting. But if you didn't know, after this game, winner of this plays Optic. Optic is currently playing a best of 3 of their own, so we're supposed to be on a rolling schedule. Who knows if that actually happens? If you're rooting for no time between games, then go root for Optic over there. But this, you think this is pretty EG favored even after the draft?
I'd say it could go either way, but yeah, I think they have like an easier they have like an easier time winning. You know, they kind of just have to not feed, and whoever bat lassos is really easy to take down. I always look at the key heroes. I feel like it's always Gyrocopter, and in this game it's Gyro versus PL, and I always favor PL in that matchup. I feel like PL has a way easier time finding a good game, and it's easier for him to play around and be helped by his teammates.
I mean, a lot of people would probably be like, wait, but PL makes illusions and Flat Cannon destroys those. What's your answer to that? It just doesn't matter because the one PL is stronger than the one gyro?
Uh,
Or are you just
kind
going to
of.
get doomed every fight?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's so easy to neuter this gyro, right? They can AA ult him, stun him, lasso him, etc., doom. Whereas PL, like, what actually counters him other than, oh no, I've been stunned by Centaur, which if he jukes, he's just invulnerable. Also, totally unrelated, but somehow you're looking at AA right now, right? Somehow
No,
my
I'm
screen is
looking at
following your
gyro.
screen.
Is it? I'm looking at gyro.
That's so weird. It's because I was obsing before, so now I'm like, I can only obs the game through like player perspectives. I gotta fix this. 1 second. I'll be
Oh,
right
yeah.
back.
I don't even know if you can. Well, I hope you
Really?
can. I would try restarting Dota. I think maybe they fixed that, but I remember that happened to someone else.
Oh no.
I was.
Alright, I'll give it a
Were
try.
you like obsing with on someone else's? You were doing it from player
No,
perspective, and then you
I
entered
was.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I
That
entered,
definitely
I was
happened.
watching. I was watching a player from his player perspective.
Yeah. It's a good way to learn about Dota, though. I'm glad you brought that up. I love watching player perspectives when I'm not casting. You learn so much more than just like watching a game overview.
In this specific instance, I was watching to see, you know, is this guy good?
Was it
And
Eternal Envy because he did not look good today? I'm just kidding. I don't know. If you didn't see, I believe Fnatic just got 3-0. They were losing game 3 and it was already 2-0, but look, drop. They get taken second. Oh, it is. All right, cool. And here we go. It is going to be that middle, like you said, the PL versus
look at the
that
damage. 15 damage advantage.
and that is without a Quelling Blade, which he's going to pick up here after a couple CS. So that's going to be pretty PL favorite as long as no one else is there. We see the oh, look at this. Chen's going to instantly get a creep and his crit going to instantly eat it. And that is looking like what might be the play. Oh, that's going to be...
play from crit right here.
Think if it's like an actual good creep. Too. What creep do you want level 1 as Doom? Do you, as a support, right?
Or Satyr.
Yeah, Satyr's always good for like when you're in lane. I didn't know if it's still good if you're roaming. Well, here we go. He's trying to run it. Nah. Oh, that feels... Because now he gets the experience, so you would have no creep and no experience. That feels pretty bad as a Chen.
It's a good point to make, is that you don't actually get experience when Doom meets a creep in front of you. He gets it all.
Yeah, that feels rough. And bottom lane is a little bit different. I mean, obviously a lot of teams like running that dual off lane, but Batrider not really the most known right clicker with AA. Versus Gyro Witch Doctor. Feels like that's a pretty strong lane for DC that they can win this, right?
No, I don't
Not
think
really.
so. AA Bat's real strong, and they've also pushed the lane, so they've prevented both Gyro and Witch Doctor from being able to buy a magic wand. So they can just kind of dominate these first couple of waves because there's no stick. Mid lane, PL is going to dominate Bryle, and then top lane, it's like kind of just going to be even. You know, it's a DK. Like, well, are you really ever going to kill the CK?
Yeah, and even if you do, just as long as he's not missing experience, you don't feel too bad about it.
Yep, exactly.
So, do you think down bottom EG just continues to do that? If you just push out this lane, don't let him get stick? It looks like
That's what I would do, yeah.
Okay, but
They're gonna pull it back now, but the thing is, they've already like won the lane. You know, it's 7-3 on Bad versus 3-1, and he has creeps pulling into him. Up top, they did actually kill the DK thanks to the double stone thrower mud golem. Well, triple actually.
Yeah, that thing's nasty. If you didn't know, those little golems do the exact same amount of damage as the big golem when they throw bowler, which is weird, just a little less stun. That's a lot of damage. With 3 of those, that is 375 damage minus resistance.
It's quite large. I think it's part of what makes Chen so viable as well, because you don't really need hard camps anymore to be threatening.
Yeah, those golems. And right, when you, if at level 1 you get 1 golem, when you take over the other golem, you keep the 2 little golems because the big one dies, right? I mean, that's, I assume that's what he did, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Well, Chen's just following, or Doom's just following this Chen around, but oh my goodness, he is going to eat a lot of damage here. He's going to have to actually eat, that was smart, eating the little golem instead of the big golem, so it doesn't give him 2 more little ones, but I think he might just be dead. Yep, he does it again, man.
So dumb.
Look at that.
It's so dumb.
He has 4 golems, and he could possibly have 5 if he does another split. Oh my, that is actually an insane army. Holy. Look at Arteezy knows now too, he has to be careful. You never know if those golems are still right up that hill your friend just died in. He's just gonna run at Bryle. Top Ike's Mike, I mean, it's DK. Both of them are farming pretty well. It seems like both offlaners are happy. 16-0 on Centaur and then Sumail 13-8.
Look at mid, look at mid. The rocks.
And he has no
The
mana.
rocks.
He's just dead. Yeah.
Balance, Dota.
He lost one of them to the tower, but it doesn't matter. You just killed the PL. Oh man, that is insane. He's still only level 2 and he just has all these creeps because of the golems. Gonna secure an arcane rune. No, just take it. Ritsu is 7-1, and that feels like the biggest issue for DC right now. They gotta kill middle, they gotta kill top, but I think Bryle's about to die middle. Yeah.
Yep. The thing is, even though Arteezy died, like he's just crushing in CS. Like this is an unwinnable matchup for Veno, especially when PL beats you to Aquila. So Veno's got 68 damage, PL has 94. Okay, like it's just he doesn't even need a Quelling Blade, and he has such a massive damage advantage. Down bottom, the Bat Rider more denies than the Gyro, so his game is ruined. And up top, even though he died, Fear is still pretty much trading against Centaur. So EG's really just winning every lane.
And Crit's just falling around Owie. I mean, they're winning every lane, right? It's just a 1v1 in the jungle here. All Crit has to do is just fall around Owie, make sure none of these ganks really achieve anything. Seems to be what he's doing. So when do you want to see like DC's first movement to try to take a lane back? Is it just like Chen smoke ganking bottom with a Witch Doctor, get a kill, push a tower, or can they even do that?
Maybe, but man, this is part of the reason I hate Witch Doctor so much. He's just such a weak hero. If you're not ahead in your lane, like zoning somebody, it just feels like you don't have any game impact, and you don't even really improve as the game gets later on.
Uh-oh, and Ritsu, a little bit of trouble here to Misery as well as Sumail. We'll get out of the Firefly. But it looks like he will just go down, but Sumail might be as well. He's just sitting under the tower. That's gonna hurt. He's gonna get frozen in place, but he's gonna run from the fire anyways. And well, Ritsu died before that, so Stan King's happy. He's level 4. He just got a solo kill on Sumail. Top lane as well. Fear crit. Both low. Ike's Mike low as well. And he's just gonna send Mike home. That's nice. Don't have to waste a TB, don't have to run, so it's a good feeling.
Mid lane, PL 36-13 though. It just, the way I see it, it's like, as we said at the start, PL's the key to the game, and he's having the best game on his team. And Gyro's dead again too.
And only get, I mean, maybe if there's a kill on Sumail and you get some experience or gold, but it is just a kill on the AA and Sumail's still up. Feels like, I mean, middle, Bryle's dead. Caught it. And this is, I mean, it's 5-4. EG doesn't have, I mean, they don't have the kill advantage, right? We talked about early, but, I mean, you look at their 4 kills, right? It's 2 on their middle and 2 on their safe lane. It's only the people you care about.
Also, look at where the Veno and the Gyro are in net worth.
Let's give it a quick peek here in the bottom. I mean, they're both losing to Owie right now. That is not good. I can understand one of the cores who gets sacked, but Both of them, probably not.
Ritsu's just gonna die again bottom. I don't know what he's doing. What his plan is here. Sumail saved a skill point too, so he will just lasso him if he tries. What, Ritsu? What's happening? Grant, help me.
I mean, I'm just looking. I'm with you. I've learned to just, I don't know. I don't know. I actually have no clue. It really feels like, I don't know, this DC Moonmeander being gone away from the team, whatever he technically is, it seems to have just punctured, like, DC's soul watching him, how they play, honestly. Like, Bryle and Ritsu have died 5 times, and EG has 5 kills. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Hurts my soul. I like this ward from Crit that he placed up top though. It's gonna just sniff out this 4-man rotation.
Oh
just
my.
sitting on the ward.
And it's not like that's an uncommon ward spot though, so this has to feel pretty bad if you're DC. And bottom tower goes down to the bat AA. They're just so far ahead. Even those two can push a lane. Fear is just hiding. Do you think he just, oh, they're gonna defend this. Let's see what happens here. Here comes Sumail. Level 7, ulti for Mike's Mike. They're going to stun. He has raindrop on Doom, though, so he doesn't mind too much. Gets solo maledicted. Penitence on Sumail. Fear is actually going for Ritsu in the lane. I think you might want to go for the Chen. That's probably worth more money this game. He's going to send back Stan King, who looks like he will make it. And, well, they get out scotch-free. They did commit 4 heroes up there, but Sumail as well as Doom up here as well. But I think it's all just space for Arteezy right now.
Yeah, exactly. In the meantime, the AA took Sumail's bottle. He's just chilling bottom. He's looking for level 6.
Oh, he'll find
like
it this wave.
Yeah, we said at the pregame, like, Chen needs to make a lot of work before the supports get 6. AA rapidly approaching it, and then all of a sudden, like, you can't actually make these dives onto towers anymore.
Let's see. This also...
Pop smoke on Crit. Might die for it, though. Only level 1 Maledict, though.
Oh, and he gets the Scorched Earth off. It's just level 1 now. He'll just get away. Tanks a gank without even dying. Fear actually kills Ike's Mike. And Ritsu, I believe Ritsu's just dead again. I don't know. Know what this reminds me of? Know what this actually reminds me of? This reminds me of the Raw Dota Alchemist.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Right? It's just Ritsu left his lane. He's just farming. I mean, is that not...
Wait, he was playing SF.
Well, oh, it was SF.
Game.
Okay, so even a harder... Like, they're both just playing these heroes that kind of need to carry their team, and... Well, now they're just roaming and not getting any... I mean, this actually feels like that game. I hate to say it, but it really does.
The thing is, I would understand the movement where Ritsu to skill like more points in his spells, but he's running around with 1-1-3, so he's just got 3 points in flak.
Yeah.
Like running in lanes, but like, what does that do?
If you had like 3 levels of missile, you have damage, you lock people down, but yeah, you're right. He's still going the hard carry build while not hard carrying. We'll see. He gets a little bit of a lane now bottom. Problem is, he has to TP out immediately. Wait, he just TPs out. He goes top. It was Misery and Sumail coming down, so a smart play. But man, he left 2 ranged creeps deniable. Please, Sumail, deny him. All right, he's not. I'm a little annoyed, but that's a lot of experience. 2 ranged creeps, but it's all right. There's a hood on Ike's Mike, so I mean, he's everything to them right now. A-Blast gonna come in. Oh Lord, have mercy. Ritsu just gets 1 flame breath, 1 AA, and he's 50 HP away from just shattering. That's insane. Does not feel
I've played
good.
games like this before, man. It's real demoralizing. I don't know what you do. What do you do?
I mean, that's... You talk about game 2, possibly? I mean, it's not like you can just say, well, you rotate, kill a hero, and take a tower. They've tried that. That's exactly what they just did. And now Arteezy, he's pushing your tier 2. His defusal timing's going to be at about 12 minutes. With Treads Aquila. It's just IX Mike is their only way back in. He's gonna go Blink Dagger. He already has a hood. He's gonna have to make a lot of space for himself and for the rest of his team. But he's in a little bit of trouble himself now. No TP, has ulti and a hood, so he should be able to get out of here. Probably doesn't want to use ult, but he might have to. Nice bait out with his fake stomps. Gets the real Arteezy to live. Here we go. A possible fight coming top. Veno, no ulti though, so, okay, I thought it'd be, they just want to defend with the wards, I guess. I was like, if he has ulti, they could definitely 5 on something, but they'll just push out tower at the level 4 wards. Are you a fan of only one in Gale? While we watch Ike's might take a lot of damage.
Oh, bottom lane. Bottom lane.
He's...
Misery getting rocketed.
I'll run through him. It's a kill. Oh, it looks like he will go down anyways, but he
No,
dies beforehand. He doesn't even get the experience now. Like, that would actually... I feel like that 1-for-1 trade would be fine if Ritsu got the kill first.
Yes, I agree.
Because he didn't get the experience. He gets the gold, but he gets no experience. And that is... Oh, goodness. He's level 7.
I feel like rude almost for enjoying this game right now. I mean,
it's Dota.
It's like, I don't even know what to say. It's just... feels so hopeless.
I mean,
what's the play here if you're DC?
Exactly, because, I mean, most of the plays are always, you know, smoke gank, get a core involved, go. They've been trying that the entire game, and it didn't work, and now their core is less than involved. Less involved than me and my dad in my own life.
How do you pick Veno into PL and then, like, just lane a middle 1v1? Like, what do you think is gonna go, what do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, because, I mean, they didn't even try. That's the biggest thing, right? You're like, oh, maybe we lane swap, you know, try to find a versus DK. Yeah. They didn't even try that once.
Put the Veno top against the DK, right? Put the Centaur mid or something. Like, give him a chance.
Yeah, and I'm sure EG, they would have lane swapped more than likely, but I mean, make him lane switch, right? Try to make him run out of time. Top lane now. Fear doesn't have a hood yet. He has a Shadow Blade in stash, and I think this is going to be a kill. Ritsu needs it. He won't get it. Aoi will, but gets the experience at least. That is the first kill he's been involved in where he actually gets something out of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Middle lane just gets pushed in by Arteezy. They have to bring 3 to 4 heroes in. Hey, oh, that's gonna hit 3. Wait, why is he healing? Stop healing! Stand King. I'm sorry, he had his healing ward while the AA was on. I was actually that really annoyed me for some reason.
Something I've always stressed is, like, what lanes do you want to avoid? Obviously, there's lanes you want. Smel's dying for sure, like you said. But there's a lot of the time lanes you really want to avoid. And in this game, Veno versus PL was the one you couldn't have happen. This is a defusal PL. He might just kill everyone.
Yep, Fear comes on the backside, kills Aoi, who got doomed. Stun comes out of Fear, nice play, and Brow will just go down. So you get 2 decent kills, and then you just, unfortunately, your Veno has to forfeit his life because of it. But it's a 2-for-2 trade. And Misery, I mean, is this what you do in a game where, I mean, your team quote-unquote stomping, you just, with AA, right, your biggest thing is your ulti, you just sit in a lane, farm, and just keep throwing ultis? Or do you actually want to see him with his Max Dice Vortex go with EG?
He can
do whatever
kind of do whatever he wants, yeah. But I think the Max Vortex with Veil is just so much damage. And it boosts, like, the fire, his own DPS, the bat. It's really just to help him play with the bat more, I think. You have an ult coming in on Chen. Yeah, he's just dead. You see him on the ward.
Like, Misery pings it out, like, pull him back into it. No, just give Arteezy the kill.
Nah,
you're good, Misery. Keep farming.
More assist gold that way.
Yeah.
There's a haste
I didn't think of that.
Though. Cool stuff.
Look at this. Arteezy's just gonna clear out most of the creeps. No, Ike's Mike's actually saves the Satyr, and look at this. Arteezy's dead. He's just gonna go down here, and this just feels like, you know, EG knows they're very far ahead, and that's just a dumb play, dumb mistake to make there. But nice gank, Ritsu, pardon me, level 10. He's got the Elven skin band and the Belt of Strength, so.
ult coming middle.
Oh, and there it is.
The hit off too. Well played by Fear. He's dead.
Like you said, I mean, a lot of people just, obviously with Shadow Blade, it's the best for initiation. That extra 175 definitely secured the kill.
Yep, he needed it, or it's not happening.
Yep,
this was really well done.
Now
Good setup by Misery, of course. And I really like the wards they've placed on Dire as well. They're Centaur ulting to kill Doom, but he's going to Shrine. He's just fine. Yeah, Doom is really hard to kill with max fire. I prefer the Aoi style, where he actually usually maxes his Infernal Blade.
Oh, I love
but
that.
in this game, all he needs to do is stay alive.
And he has done that pretty well. I mean, he's 0, 2, and 2, but a couple of, one of the ganks who top. Now they're just pushing.
Because the bonus move speed used to scale with the points, but now it's just the heal and the duration. Well, heal damage and duration. but you run in just as fast. So with that max Infernal Blade by like level 7, 8, 9, whatever, you just spam it on somebody. You can just kill them in the duration of your fire without even dooming.
Is he one of the only heroes who has a talent where the same one in the tier are for the same skill? Because it's
I
Scorched
think
Earth,
so.
Movement Speed, and which one do you... I see most people take the heal and damage. Is that what... Is that one just
I think it
better?
depends on the game.
It feels like this one might be right. I mean, you just want to, like you said, tank up heal, or do you want the movement speed to initiate?
I think this game you would get the heal, but if you're like crushing, I think you can get the move speed. Like if you have like a phase boots or a drums or something, and you're just going to be hasted then, like 10 minutes into the game, I think it can work. He's summoning creeps top, and I think he's just dead to the bat.
Looking like it. Middle lane as well, they're chasing down a Gyro.
All his creeps are dead too.
Ritsu? Oh, Maledict, he has the hood. He's going to dodge a little bit of damage, but I think that Maledict's going to be enough to pick him up. Maybe not. He's going to die. Ike's Mike doing a ton of damage, actually, right now. That's the thing. He's the one who got the farm in the early game, and, well, he's going to find Misery as well. Fear's here. Hey, I'll try to help you, but nice say A-Blast on the end, and, oh, the Doom comes out. That is definitely going to kill a Centaur. Is anyone there to deny? Nope. Crit gets it, throws a boulder, Brile eats a Fairy Fire, and will go down. And this is where them being just 7k ahead, even with some nice plays by Mike, they're just tankier than you.
Yep, I really think the lane's the big issue. You got to try and avoid the lanes that you're going to lose for sure. And I think if this Centaur's against PL, you can see like he's the hero that really deals with the Phantom Lancer, and the Veno wants to play against DK and the Chen, like with the Chen, you know? Because then he just lands a Gale, hits DK, you have a couple Chen creeps, he dies. But when you're playing with a Centaur, like that might happen once, but it's just not realistic, you know? And now they just don't really have a Venomancer in the game. Gyrocopter's buying Sanjin Yasha, so we're going to just move on from him.
Alright, moved on. But they have, like you said, it feels like it is this, mostly this Chen the Centaur making most of their moves for him. Penitence, man, Penitence, it's a skill that just is always good, and you, like you said, you know, blinking with Centaur, get the Penitence off as long as anyone else is there. Should be a kill. But Misery, he hasn't came to a fight that was his first one. He now has his Veil. Do you just group up with this Fear BKB and just 5-man, maybe get a Roche?
I don't know.
Damn, Fear is just farmed. This is a very farm DK.
Yeah, I mean, I think with your EG, you're going to get Aegis and a heart on PL, and you just go win the game. As you say, he has a BKB on Fear, so this is their timing to like take a fight. They get a favorable exchange. They could just, you know, go high ground, but if they want to play it safe, there's no killing a heart PL in this game.
Unless you commit it right. I mean, they have Maledict, but you still have to commit so much, and he has the hood. Yeah, I mean, you might kill him, but you're going to die with him. All of you. Bad Arcane Rune. They were looking for something with that. And they're just going to push in middle right now. There's a hood now on Doom, but... Okay, swaps out his raindrop for it. So you got a bunch of hoods now. Veno's going to feel really bad, if he didn't already. Ritsu,
That's
though?
a pipe on Centaur, but I don't know, man. This is a real rough game. Real rough game.
Misery ping middle. They still... Oh, smoke! Whoa, but... They were just spotted by the illusions. Alright. Ike's Mike did a run middle, but I believe they do know. He's smoked up somewhere. They probably know that 5 heroes are currently middle. They had that ward bottom. Scout out of rotation as well. But Misery? He's getting run at, and they will be able to find Misery. He'll go down. Now if you're EG, maybe you thought about defending that tower. Do you still try, or are you just pushing bottom and let tier 1 die?
I think you can defend with 3. PL might TP, but it can also just threaten base.
And here you go, they are defending with 3. They're going to find Ike's Mike. They just pull him out of everything. He's still alive, though. He will go down now. Veno ultis, but we have hoods on everyone. A BKB by Fear. That ward doing a ton of damage, but Fear finally gets the stun off. And now PL's just taking your base.
Yep. That's good play by EG. You run in, you get the free kill. Fear's going to BKB and sort of zone the rest of the team away. You don't need the PL, and you just use your spells. You know, BKB, use Doom on Veno. Just kind of cast stuff and make space for your PL. It's the right way to play it.
A-Blast flying in. Brile gonna get hit by it. Oh. And they're just gonna hit the melee racks down here. So, there's another full racks. 22 minutes. It's looking pretty damn EG favored right now. Ritsu does have his Sanjin Yasha. It doesn't feel good when you says finally has that, but I mean, honestly, what do you think he should have gotten this game? I mean, it's still not over, but I mean, what's cheap enough that he can
he
get?
should have got every game. GranDGranT
All right.
drums into BKB.
Ooh, bottom lane. All right. Brow's right-clicking Fear, and Mike misses his stun, unfortunately, onto Sumail. And Fear's just gonna BKB and TP.
Alright. 5 heroes for Radiant down bot. Not much they can do, unfortunately.
There's a double damage bottom. We'll see if Radiant or Dire snoops that out. Feels like maybe you take the bottom tier 1 if you're Radiant with that, or Dire just tries to end the game or take Roche. And like you said, PL has a Vitality booster and I mean, he just needs 200 gold. He might just sell something or he's going to kill these. And he has a heart now. So as you said, he's feeling pretty unkillable. Middle lane, they're still trying to defend this. Ritsu does get it, but he'll get picked on the back. Nice double stun by Ix. Mike Crit comes in, Infernal Blade on Stanking. He does get sent back, so Ritsu's alive. A-Blast gonna completely whiff. EG's gonna find someone, but Stan King, he's willing to tank that for his team. And he will go down. Top lane, the heart. Oh, and the PL actually dodges the Gale as well. Ritsu ulti plus flat cannon. Just right-clicking down Miseries here as well. Arteezy taking a ton of damage. Ritsu, Ix, Mike pounding the Doom, but in
They're all
comes
in
Fear.
for Illusion, unfortunately, up top. Centaur and Gyro went all in for it, and then PL's just still alive and killing them.
Yep, there goes Ritsu. There goes Mike. No, Mike does get sent back. The power of Chen. But down goes this tier 2, and more than likely, do you go Roche or do you go base? Well, they're half and half right now. Looks like it might be Roche.
I think you can just go base, but they might just Roche to be on the safe side.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
How do you feel about
You
this?
can't really go wrong with this scenario.
That's true. How do you feel about the DK Yasha?
I mean, it's okay.
It feels
It's
kind of
better when
useless.
you have Shadowblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for more closing speed. I don't like it, but you know, there's nothing wrong with it in a game like this. Sanjin Yasha is like the typical I'm ahead on DK item. If you don't want to buy a Blink or a Silver Edge here, you don't really want AC just yet, so I think it's fine.
Oh, and here we go. DC is going to try to fight this. IX Mike can not blink for one anyways. There we go, yep, it's already done. Crit just runs in, like you said, he's just taking up the damage. He's going to go down, but now they're grouped up for this AA. Oh, nice. Ulti by IX Mike. Only he and Ritsu get hit by it. They're trying to just run in. It is a very close quarter combat. Fear. Fire Breath hits 3. Brow does get his ulti off and gets sent home. And now IX Mike just right-clicked Arteezy, taking out his anger of being unvouched in IXDL too many times. No. Arteezy is going to find Stan King as well. He's getting sent home. Oh, man. Barely. No, Owie. They know Owie's around here. Unless he TP'd, but they probably saw he has no TP and they see him. It's daytime. And he'll just run in circles.
If you were the captain of DC GranDGranT, what would you do here?
For my team or for this game?
Both.
I mean, obviously I don't know. Well, this is a good game called, so that I would have done. I probably would have done the same thing once you won that fight like 3 minutes ago. But as a total team, I don't know. Like what? I mean, I don't know the whole thing. It seems either Moon Meander's on vacation and I mean, there's 3 qualifiers, so you assume he wouldn't just miss 3. You're like your biggest times. I'm gonna assume he's off the team. I don't know. As a manager, as a coach here, it just feels like after you looked good, you qualified to an event, GSC, and now you honestly look like you might lose open qualifiers. That's how I feel. So I don't know. You either got to find a player or might be time for people to go their different ways. Sorry, they don't even look good, I'll be honest. Like, in any of the games we have watched, it just doesn't even feel like they're a team right now. Like, they don't play as a team.
Nope. I mean, it's hard though. You're using
It
like
is.
I think Stan King is still a stand-in, and
Yep.
then they have another stand-in in IX Mike who's like playing a different role from what he's been playing.
Actually, I believe Stanking was officially on the team. It was supposed to be in the Moon Manor for X. Like that was like their thing. But now, I mean,
I
obviously
don't
he
know.
just got to the team, so as you said, it doesn't feel like he's been on there long enough to know the
I
everything.
I just feel like they're kind of crippled as a unit because both of their cores, their 1 and their 2, seem to like need to be ahead, and it's really hard to be in a favorable matchup on your 1 and your 2, especially if you like. I don't know, like one of you is gonna get pressured. You know what I mean? One of you is gonna have to recover, or even sometimes you're in like an even game on both players, and I just feel like they need to be snowballing like it's a pub for them to really look like to play to their potential.
And on the other side, EG, we were both talking about we favored them, but we didn't know. The last few times we've watched them, they've looked a little bit off. VGJ obviously being them and then losing to Vega. But it seems like they're back on that thing. You liked their drafts, you liked how they played the game, and it seems like obviously versus DC, maybe it looks a little amplified, but if they win the next game, they go up against Optic no matter what. But we still got one more game. What would you do, Kyle? You asked me.